my French when she comes along and do it past the same rail. And she'll just notice something and do it's sort of you have to go, who gets it? Yeah. My French when she comes along. I'm not Polish brain. Because I find something I didn't before, because when I'm on my own, I spend longer thinking about it than planning around. Yes, and so what do you like?
Just check. Oh, that's too high up. Move that back. Move that down there. Yeah.
Which I have, I mean, one of the students had a photograph of me wearing it in 1974. It was lovely material, and if I had been a seamstress, I would have made the material. Yes, I loved the, that's why I kept it so long. So tight. I can't believe you wrote it and you tell me about your tiny one. Well, I threw my hair. So I decided that my amateurs have scary underweight. And we love them to bend down and the trousers go. Don't say he was good.
We can't remember either. So we're just breathing in and out. So notice the breath as it comes in, and notice the breath as it comes out. Feel the head floating up and feel the hips sinking down, so you get a nice lengthened feeling of the spine. Relax around the jaw. Soften the muscles, upward feeling in the supporting bones. Breathing in, breathing out. And then what we'll do is we'll go forwards and back. We'll just tune into the feet first, forwards and back, but keeping the feet on the ground. So releasing around the hips, releasing in the knees. Noticing when you go past the balance point of each foot. Oh, you went so past, you stumbled forward. Yeah, just keep it. It is quite interesting to do that, just to feel where the ends are. And then once you've got that, then you reel it in a little bit, and then you're not having to. And we're just breathing. So the music, she does it every Sunday now, Julia. She puts her new music video on. And it's just totally. Each week she seems to get more spacious. I really like it. Very good. And then just allow it to settle behind the ball of each foot. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, transfer the weight. Breathe out, sink through the balance point of the foot. Staying upright. Breathe in. Transfer the weight. Breathe out through the balance point of the foot. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 In. Out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. And come back to the middle and wiggle your toes. And then draw the toes in, stretch the toes out. Draw the toes in, stretch the toes out. So imagine each toe is going in a different direction. Draw the toes in, stretch the toes out. And nice and tall through the crown of the head, sinking through the hips, sinking down. And then we're coming forward, and then this time we're lifting up the heels, and then very, very, very slowly come down. Sometimes if you lose your balance, you come down with a bit of a crash, but you want to avoid crashing, but don't worry if it happens. Because every now and then I get a crash one, and then I go down really, really, really slow. I'm working on strengthening my feet at the moment after Sarah, the yoga lady. She did these amazing foot things, and I thought, oh yeah, I can have that. So breathing, so lengthen that. Then go into cat stance. And then what we do is another slow up and down, but this time just with one foot. So you come up and then you go down 5 times. 1, 2, and you slowly come up and slowly come down. 3, slowly come up, slowly come down. 4, and then one more. 5. Then you have a lift. Very good. And then you transfer the weight. Go into cat stance the other side. Get yourself just so. And then we do it other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So then you can usually we'll do 2 lots of 5, and then what you do is we won't do it this week, but you can do it with the foot up, but then that's where we use the wall. We'll try that. We'll work towards building that. And then when Sarah did it, she was like this with the foot up, and then she was going up and down really slowly, just like that. But with no, I did it wobbly. She had no wobble, and she was upright, and she just did that. Well, I can do it fast with not so much of a wobble, which is good. But she did it slowly, and it went up, 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 and then down, really slowly. So that's my project for the rest of the year, to try and get us quite, it looked very quiet, and she looked really serene when she did it. But the way she started was just doing it like this, and this is definitely improved. There's not so much lateral wobbling, and I can feel my feet feel stronger, and I'm noticing. So then once you've done all that, then go round and round with the feet. And really pay attention to what you're sensing between the feet and the floor. So it's about noticing what our sensory receptors of the foot are telling us. And you can do a big circle, or you can do a tiny circle. So I'm doing the tiny circle at the moment. Deep breathing, some more over. And then go round and round in the other direction. So when I do this with Master Chen, he does 300 and then 300, but then we'd run out this time pretty fast when we did that. So you'll just have to imagine, and again, get to this nice floating, sinking. Same directions, yeah. Breathing in and breathing out. And release, and sink down, really feel your feet. And then we'll do tiny turning. So that the arm really lengthen and let go. And floating. Notice the breath come in and following the breath. Following the breath as it comes in, following the breath as it comes out. A bit bigger, bit of a bigger movement now. Just really let the arms go, loosening, but connecting through the body. Breathing in. Then move the weight across. We'll do Jaya's version of this exercise. So we move the weight across first, and then after get that established. So we're getting into the balance point of the foot quite solidly. Breathing, using the breath, following the breath. Relax around the face, get the face nice and relaxed. I was stewarding at the weekend, and I was having a cup of tea in the steward's chill out area. We were all having our tea and our faces were like, "Whoa." And I went, oh yeah, we've all been smiling at people. It's quite it's like, oh, no, so just resting my face. So just rest your face. And then very gently raise the heel, and then you can turn a little more. And the trick is to try is to stay upright when you're doing this. Stay upright. So think relaxed meerkat, not like a alert, just like a chilled meerkat. So it's not quite, yeah, it's softening, soft but upright. Or relaxed and upright at the same time, so you're not. That's it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. In. Yeah. Let the arms go. In. So we just practice that gentle forward and back. Go forward, wrist open, fingers follow. Breathing in, breathe out, wrists, close, fingers, thumbs. Wrists open, fingers open. And close. Nice. Elbows, wrists, fingers open. Elbows, wrists, fingers, thumbs. I'll show you that different view. Thumbs. Open. And shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers open. Shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers, thumbs. Chest, shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers open. Chest, shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers closed. Arm to about shoulder height. Down. So get the arms very, very, very soft and light. Like the arms are filled with very light air. And then up to about head height. So the full movement now, full movement, and it just grows up very slowly. Shown from the front. Like a big tree or something. Open, close. And then start bringing it down. So each time make the movement a bit lower and smaller. Bring the foot in. Place your hands on your lower dantian. Just breathe in and out for a bit. That's the shoulders. Head floating, hips sinking. And raise the left heel, step out with the left foot, toe, heel. Check that your feet are parallel. Let the arms relax. And we just do this one, just doing Master Chen's version of standing, which is quite low down. I'll show you that like this. So the arms are forward, there's a bit of a gap here. But we're not doing the big movement, we're just doing the small movement and keeping this all very, very, very relaxed. Just going to breathe in and out for a couple of minutes. Sinking down. Just check your alignment. So check that you're correctly aligned. Relax the fingers, relax the thumbs, relax the wrists, relax the feet. Calm the mind. Release along the lower back. Every now and then, just check your alignment. Let the arms slowly come down. So it's a very short standing. And then feet in together. Right, let's do the kelp exercise. So we'll just move a bit. So you can move however you want. Now one arm down, one arm up. Or you can have both arms up. So really, number one. Ready and start. And here, we can have a hand here. Very nice. Just drop the shoulder a bit more. Connecting the arm with the movement of the legs and the waist. Deep breathing. One more this with this arm, and then place your other hand. Get yourself prepared. Breathe in and out. And stop. Nice. Yeah, much more connected. Yeah, good. See if you can get the arm to make a nice round shape at the bottom. Just breathing in, breathing out. One more time. Change size. Silk breathing number 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 1. And just the breath, follow the breath in, follow the breath out. One more on this arm, and then change. Ready, and begin. So we're tuning into this sense of inner stillness, quietness. Breathing, relaxed. Feeling the movement. Then the other hand in. So we're doing combination of silk breathing number 1, Chansi Gong 1 with Chansi Gong 2. Chansi Gong Yi, and then Chansi Gong Yi in dreadful Mandarin. I should learn it properly. Arms floating. So the legs should be getting a nice workout, but the arms are just really taking it easy. Just feeling that turning of the waist. That was so marvelous. Let's do it in the other direction. There we go. Just soft, light hands. And very soft. Very soft. Breathing up. Tuning into the body. Once more with feeling. And then, oh my goodness me, that shake. I can really feel it. You know, it doesn't feel like you're doing anything. And then you stop and go, oh, I've got legs. What's going on there? Oh my goodness, okay. Wow, there we are. Yeah. Now I've been thinking about the kind of quieter aspects of just trying to. It's much easier to get that sense of inner quiet when you're not doing anything too complicated. Because the problem is, as soon as you add the complexity, it kind of interferes with the being nice and relaxed. So I am postulating or theorising that if you do the simple things, really relax. Very well. Yes, water and mint break. I'm gonna pause the update available. Install tonight. Yeah, I'm going to pause the recording because we're gonna have some mints. Oh, I love mint. Thank you so much. It just helps take the thank you. So we have a mint break. So that while we're having our water break, I will waffle. Yeah, it was just particularly this year when I trained with Master Chen, just how serene. It wasn't he just looking serene, it just felt really serene. As soon as he walked into the room, everyone was like, oh, this guy is really relaxed, and it's kind of catching. And I thought, well, if he can do it, I'm going to practice that and get in this real sense of stillness. So when you're doing the movements, it's trying to tune into that inner quietness. I mean, listening to my friend Julia play her handpan, she's kind of helped me get a handle on that because she's never in a hurry when she's playing. And then the other thing I was thinking of, there's various sort of books that are associated with Tai Chi that every now and then you read, but obviously these are these are English translations. So there's only, we probably missed a lot. Because it's kind of contextual, but there's a sort of legend of this big battlefield, and the sage in the battlefield, and when the sage walks across the battlefield, no spear can touch him, and no sword can slice into him, and no tiger can attack him or anything like that. And then it's just quietly walking, and then there was a story of way back when in China. And I'd have to ask a proper historian because it's a legend, but I don't know if it's true. That I like to think that it was true. And there was this general who walked from his camp to the enemy camp. Well, there were enemies to each other, you know, depending. And he just walked across very slowly, and no one seemed to notice him. And then he ended up in the other general's tent and said, "Oh, don't you think we ought to stop fighting by now?" Or something like that. I mean, that's just my. And then the other general goes, "How on earth did you get in here?" And he goes, "Oh yes, well I walked past," and then he listed all the things he saw as he walked past the enemy camp. And so, well, you know, and then turned round and walked back, and nobody touched him. And then the general realised that he'd lost because he'd seen what the other guys were up to. So it basically meant there was no point, or something like that. And then the battle didn't happen. And there was a big, you know, they shook hands and said bye bye or something like that. I don't know. Look it up, but it's that. So you can be quiet and soft, but still have this kind of implacability. So when we're doing our movements, let's see, if we're doing this one, for example, actually that's a bit higher up because we're doing the cloud house. There's this sense of quiet presence. That's what, and that's what my friend Julia's got when she plays her handpan. She's got this real sense of quiet presence, lots of space. Lots of space. Oh, I forgot to press record. Oopsie. Recording pause. Sorry about that. I was talking about implacability and quietness and stillness and getting this sense of quiet presence. Very important for us ladies, actually. Because, or women or whatever, females. Because societally, we're not encouraged to have a quiet presence. We're encouraged to have a quiet, we're not there, go and do dishes or, you know, and my, one of my Tai Chi instructors, who's another No, she's definitely a lady instructor. She she gets all of us to stand our ground, you know, to stand your ground, and also this sense of intention and direction when you're doing these movements, that you're going to get them correct. And you're not going to give up and go, oh, I'll just, yeah. Just try for fun. So this is a bit further on in the form. And we're just going to practice it as a health exercise. And then we're trying in the other direction for fun. So even though like the general, when he walks across the battlefield, he would probably be quite serene and quite chilled, but you wouldn't want to mess with him, you know. So I'll just show you what bit of the form. So we've done step back and circle arms, and then we've done that stuff, and then we've not done this bit yet, but we will. And then then we do that single width. And then the bit that we're going to practice is we go like this: 1, 2, 3. And then we step out. So they normally step out 3, 5, or 7 times. So if we all, I think if we all kind of come over here a bit and face this way, it might help. Now I can't remember if it's better if I'm this side of you or that side, because it's been a while since we've done this. I will be stepping out to that end, so we need to leave a nice space so we can step out 3, 5 to 7 times in that direction. So, oh yeah, that might work. I'm not sure, because we'll experiment. So let's go into single width. I'll just show you from there. Single width, yeah. And we're nice and so in Chen style I do. And then we bring this over, like you're washing the windows. The way they do it, they exaggerate it, but it kind of works. And actually, I'm going to keep it like that. I'll mirror, so it goes like that, and then like that, and then like that, and that's how they start. Then I'll say, nice, nice, and then we step, and then we wave hands like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I will, and then the 5th time, you open the arms, you cross the hands in front, you step forward with your right foot, and then you brush the knee and you come around in a circle. So if I do it, then we end up looking like that. So that's more round, and that's just past the knee. Yeah. So just come a bit more forward. That's it. Upright. There we go. And that's the end bit. Nice. Let's do that again. And yeah, because of the chatting at the beginning and trying to set things up, we'll go till there, just to give us a time to do that again. So we're starting from single width. See if we can do it 3 times. So this is time number 2. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. And again. 1, 2. So the idea, I'm doing them in little segments like a jigsaw. And then eventually we will put all the segments together and make this beautiful thing. So step out the first time. We'll do five steps. 2. 3. Imagine you've got the silk suits on and we're in the display team. 4. And 5. Right. 3rd time lucky. And beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. That's getting better, isn't it? I think that was so good. I don't want to ruin it by doing it again because it might start falling off the cliff. Do you know what I mean? It's like you know you do it well, and that was very nice. That was very nice. That was. I think that's we can come back to it. Then. So the idea is we're piecing things together. Let's just do this, and that was so good. I think we ought to stop. Actually, it's just like yeah, that was very nice. Very nice. Yes. Yeah, I'll do some more advertising, hopefully attract a few more. But it's and I want to have a holiday of some sort at some point, but I've just not worked out the logistics. Because I had all that travelling and time off and things, but it's been really. There we go. That's just and we just do bounce and shake. We'll do a bit of bounce. Oh, that's like it's like when you're shaking out a rug and then you've got all the wrinkles come out and all the bits of dust and that's what we're doing. And shaking. Well, you found the squeaky floor bowl, didn't you? Well done. That's 10 points, that is. And then we go up, 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 up. Stretch, release. So in this bit, make sure you've taken stuff out of your pockets. Otherwise it gets kind of painful. And we go up, 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 up. Keep the shape going, keep the shape going. There we are. Lovely. Stretch. Release. And then once more with feeling. So that's from Eva Scuba. She taught me this. I love it. It's great. It's about connecting through the body. Okay. Embracing the tiger, return to the mountain. quite hard work being intentionally unhurried, especially in our current societal climate. So it's a good thing to do. Just go, no, I am not hurrying today. At least not for the hour that you're doing the Tai Chi. One more time, and then we'll get nice, smooth faces next. So I'll take this off, and then I'll put this here, because then I'll remember where it is. Because the problem is, if I put my glasses down and then forget, I can't actually see where they are. It's just like, and then rub the face. So we're thinking smooth complexion, very nice. And then underneath 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're rubbing. Oh, that's nice. Oh, good. Just let everything relax. So you're slowly lengthening, releasing, softening the muscles. Then embrace the tiger and turn to the mat. Down for a moment. Check your posture, check your alignment, check that you can feel the ground under your feet. Make a fist for the right hand, left hand over the top, bring your feet together. And back. Ooh, well done up. Really, very well done from everyone. It's great. So hopefully those of you watching on YouTube, that was useful. We are going to have a nice cup of tea now. Excellent.